Greetings, greetings. Welcome. We are Untouchable Rootz, outside the box. All right, tonight we are talking about renewing the mind. Come on in the room, everybody. Tonight is the night. And we're also going to announce our winner of the spring reward. All right, I got my sis on here. Let me go ahead and bring her in. I just like to welcome everyone to the show. Come on in and get comfortable and get ready for a wonderful night. And there she go. Untouchable Rootz, outside the box. It is our show tonight, Renewing the Mind, and we are announcing the spring winner. Okay, let's see. All righty, where you at? I didn't sit to put you in. Where you at? There she go. All righty. Come on in, y'all. How y'all feeling this Wednesday, hump day? Choosing to hump it any way you like. Okay, I don't see nobody coming in. Come on, sis. I push to accept. Let's see how we gonna do tonight. Come on. Renewing the mind. Annu Way is unable to join. Okay, here we go with that stuff tonight. Let me go ahead and let me invite and see if it works the other way around. But we ain't gonna let nothing stop us tonight. We are unstoppable. Okay. Oh, there she go. Come on in the room.
Hey, y'all. Can you
We on the ground.
Can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to set this right, y'all. Hold tight. You don't want to.
I can see you. Yes, I can.
Okay, I think I got it. Hey.
Yay!
Hey, sis.
Welcome
Hey,
everybody.
sis. Hey,
What's
there.
up? How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing
Doing?
well. Wonderful.
Yes.
Outstanding.
That's what I'm saying. Yes. Hey,
Yes.
y'all.
Can you see me without? Because I turn my light off because I don't like them things shining through my glasses. So I'm just like,
Yeah, I can see
okay,
you. I mean,
good.
yeah, I can see
Okay.
you. That's why I can't even wear the glasses. That's why I got these on.
No.
Because of that very reason. So I can see.
Hey,
That'll make
it's
no
all
sense.
good. You
Yes,
gonna
you
do
guys.
you? I'm gonna
Yeah.
do me.
You guys share the light, share the
Get
dot.
alive.
Where our brother?
Our brother will not be joining us tonight. Did you listen to the message? Oh yes, Carlos, our brother will not the poet. Okay. Yes. B.GKL. Okay. Brother. Okay. Now I done mess it all up. Don't hurt me. So
I
anywho.
know, right? I mean,
Usually I
heard it,
get
but
it
I
right and I'm
didn't
all
hear
on
it. I
point.
guess I didn't
But
hear
I
it.
said it all out of sequence. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good.
Wow.
He won't be joining us tonight. So it's just you and I, sis, tonight. He got his time, thing
Mixed
going
up.
on.
That's what.
Yeah, so it's all good. It's all good. Everything
Yeah,
happens in the
that's
flow, and we go with the flow.
yes.
So we send in much positive vibe and love to our brother. It would just be us two on tonight, Annu Way and Maá T Phi Eir, bringing you the
right.
topic of renewing the mind.
All right. I am sharing the live, y'all. That's what I am doing. Greetings, y'all. Come
Yeah.
on in the room. Just come on
Here she
in
goes.
the room. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
It's gonna be one of them nights.
Hell yeah. Cause my brain in here. What the hell you telling me?
It's gonna be one of them nights because he ain't here. So come on
Yeah.
in the room.
Come
Oh,
on
so
in
what?
the
Because
room.
he ain't in here. So what that mean?
Come on. See.
Oh
What
no.
you Wait
You're gonna be in
a
the room.
minute.
You're gonna be in this room.
It's a minute, right?
Oh no.
No,
She didn't with the
yo.
mind.
Of course. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I
I'm
know about
like,
that. Got that Memphis mind.
you already know. Y'all, Memphis is, it got a warm space in my heart.
Oh, okay.
You must know these.
You had to say it all seductive like that.
Cause I love Memphis, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got
I
you.
sure do. You think I don't? I do. I was like, man, you would think I was from Memphis. Oh, okay. But I'm not. I'm from the Chicago. Yes. And proud of it.
Okay, you can't see my shirt, but
I know, Cali it is.
Cali on
I
her,
already know.
But then, yes, I'm definitely a transplant here in the
Yeah, Midwest, the Windy City, of course. You know what I'm saying? I got to, but I got mad love for the West Side. I do. So it's like, I do. That's my heart too. I got mad love for the South Side. Man, New Orleans, Louisiana. It's like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
see, it's like we got mad love everywhere.
Everywhere. That's what it's supposed to be. One
So
love.
right.
Wherever
It
we
ain't
touch
just
our
in
feet,
one
it's the
spot.
love.
It
I
just
felt it
ain't.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's not just in one spot. But y'all, come on in the room, you guys. Share the live. I shared mine. Did you share in the what's coming? Were you able to share too?
What's the what you call it?
In the messenger.
No, I don't know nothing about no messenger.
You didn't. I mean, in the
You
what would you call that?
about my list? Yeah.
Yeah, inside the
Yes.
Untouchable Rootz.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I guess I was. Shoot, I don't know. Don't give me the line.
We just kicking it because we ain't been here, and then we got a giveaway. Yeah, we do. So we are going
They
to.
they said they're gonna do it for me on Instagram.
What?
They said we are telling your followers that you started a live video. So I guess they heard you.
Oh, did they? Is that what they said?
That's what it says. So the AI algorithm. Hey.
Oh, I don't even know. I just share it anyway. I don't even.
Yes, I pushed the button though. Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, you guys, welcome to Untouchable Rootz Outside the Box. Thank you for coming. I am Annu Way, your spiritual bodybuilder, and here's my sis.
Maá T Phi Eir.
I know.
I am bringing that mighty fire, baby. Okay, come to illuminate the room. You know what I mean?
Okay, yes, exactly. So, we are here bringing in our topic tonight. From our theme, focus versus distractions, and our topic tonight is renewing the mind. So, how you want to take it? Do you want to recap? Because that's where we was gonna go anyway. But
No, I think we can just dig in because we got, the spring winner to announce tonight. So I think we can dive on deep and get on in,
So
we got that winner.
Then, hey, let's take it forward then. So if you guys want to know what we are in alignment with, go watch the other show from last month. Okay?
That's right. That's right.
And it will help you to understand about and keep on track why is it so important to stay focused and what's distraction, and so important to know what is the actual new year and calendar. It does help you to know these things actually, if you truly want to truly heal within inside yourself. These are just
time and season.
exactly. These are just tools, universal. You definitely have to learn to know your own process and your own journey and how to feed yourself, because that's your work that you have to do. And that's the part of renewing the mind. And man, yes,
Yeah.
it's a to me, this is just say, because I don't know, we even going deeper, because we've been 20 years in this already. You get over 20. It's over 20 years. Over 20 years in.
It's in the 20s.
Yeah, in our journey of actually healing and learning and elevating. You know what I'm saying? So it's already a journey already. But in this age and time, quantum leaps happen. So the time that we took 20 years, it don't even take that long now.
Because we're in
Because
the age of the knowing.
yep, exactly. So it is actually much easier, to really stop bullshitting with yourself and sit down and go with it. It is. It is much easier now. You know what I'm saying? You got it everywhere in every generation, every age group. You know what I'm saying? And you got access to all the information that you actually need. And all you have to do is just put in the work.
Yeah. So putting in the work, and we're
Right.
talking about renewing the mind.
Yes.
We want to come on in and say that, everyone has been on their own journey.
Right.
And it just depends on what path you've been. You could have been on a physical path, a spiritual path, whatever that path may lead you to. When we talk about renewing the mind, it is a very, very, very broad subject that can go in so many angles, and you can take it from so many directions. So we coming to you tonight off the dome, and what we have researched over the years and what we've researched recently to tell you about renewing the mind, because it's definitely a process. It's a whole evolution of the mind, and it goes into from the spiritual to the physical. And a lot of times we see things happening as far as our actions and behaviors and things that we deal with, where we still have to stop and go back to renew the mind because something was missing. People can have successes and think that they have arrived, get the knowledge and feel like they, have it, and, they have applied it in certain areas, but they seems to have it not stick.
Right.
And then they have to go back and say, well, man, why is this not doing it? Because when we talk about the mind, we must look at the subconscious and we must look at the conscious mind.
That's right.
And that is really where when you really connect those and see how they work together, you will see how, if you're dealing with certain actions or just getting knowledge and just think that you have it, but you haven't applied it to your life, if you haven't really dealt with and went into the interaction of knowing yourself, not just discovering yourself, but knowing yourself, which is a big difference. So it can, like I said, it can be very, very broad. You have to start to say, like, man, where do I really start to renew my mind? Because our thoughts and how we think affect our actions, our behaviors, and how we live and how we have our being. But if those things are not concrete in our mind and how we think, when people even just say the mind, people just like, oh, okay, that's just what I'm thinking about. And that's where I would like to start, like, because that could be far, that to me is the farthest from the truth, to think that the way I think is coming from my mind, and to really understand what the mind is. And what are your thoughts on that?
You said it. It's a process, and everyone gonna deal with their process differently. And you just have to know and be aware of your own behavior. So, with inside your mind, it's gonna take solitude. It's gonna take a whole lot of everything. It's like what they call it, the melting pot. Remember that? It
Mm-hmm.
takes not just one thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
To really learn yourself, you just have to just intentionally step out to do so, and you're gonna see your own power when you actually start speaking it and really want it for yourself. That means nobody, no matter what anybody say or think, can't nothing change your mind and your will set from you doing and healing and going through the process that you have to renew your mind. Because like we just said, it's been 20 years, right? Over 20 years to get to where we at. And yes, even with all the information and the age of the knowing, it's still a process. And it is. So
So, so when we talk about the mind, do you think that is just what we hear in our thoughts? Is that our mind that's talking to us?
why it wouldn't be our mind? I mean, ourself, it could be our higher self talking to us. It's a lot of things that you can hear, because it all depends on the individual. It can be your ancestors, it can be your spiritual
So I'm just
team.
talking about personally. We're talking about renewing the mind. So I'm
Right.
talking about I'm
As
talking
far
about
as
as
renewing the mind,
as
it
individual.
can be, you get what I'm saying, a lot of people speaking, and you got to know what that is. That as far as that, you got to just, you the one got to make the decision and go through and process what that is and what the difference is inside that, the difference between your subconscious and your conscious, and the difference brains that you have, because you, the mindset, because you have more than just one. You get what I'm saying? So you got to know who you are. That's part of learning your own self, spending the time to know that information within, inside yourself. So it's a process.
Okay. Well, my in my perspective, the mind to me is is a much more of a spiritual. It's more or less on a conscious level. And when you're thinking, we're talking about renewing the mind. So that could be, we could put that in any perspective, as far as, hey, I'm starting here, I'm coming as an individual, and I'm learning all these new things. I'm where we at right in this age of knowing everything is accessible, everything is right there for me. How do I begin to renew my mind? And number one, you have to, like you said, discover yourself. It definitely is a process, but you have to know that all your thinking does not come from you. Like you said, it could be the
Exactly.
ancestors, it could be your higher self, it could
Yeah.
be different things. And yes, those are things that you have to sit down and you have to discover. So to me, your mind, it's going to take time for you to sit with yourself to know what that's coming from. So you can hear things. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's coming from your mind. You have
There
outside
you
chatter. You have
go.
certain things
Yeah.
coming. So that is, what we have to be able to sit with to
Yeah.
really understand that, hey, I got a lot of things that are coming through, and the things that I may hear, and which is
Mhm.
why, you know, we have to hear things that are able to really, enable us to, with a power to be able to move. So it's like, that's why we can hear certain things, and that the things we hear, if they're not at a level to move us into action or to do certain things, then it, we may not see the power or benefit of it. You know, we get something else that's something that comes in, and it's something that gives us power, something that interests us, something that you know sparks something in us. We want to like, oh, and your brain and you know gets to turning, and then your mind can take those things and do something with it. But renewing the mind to me is basically taking it over from the physical and really having it spiritually, understanding that, hey, as I'm learning to master myself, I'm really learning to to control my mindset by knowing who I am and how I should move and how I should have my being.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So you know,
it's renewing the mind. It, like you said, it was like it is. It's broad. It's so much, but you have to have the courage to just start.
that's
And it
most definitely.
is a process of doing so. And if I may share this, that you have to do it intentionally, right? So you got to be intentionally attentive to yourself. And to learn and trust your own intuition, because you know that that helps you to build the trust in the relationship with inside yourself much easier, so you can learn to renew your own mind, because we don't want to receive pain a lot, because we've been through a lot of pain. And that just, you know, if you listen to a lot of people and you know and you hear the same and feel the same, it's all pain, you know. So it's like people get tired. We don't want to keep on going through pain. But the thing is, it's gonna take you to go through pain to heal.
Right, those
And that's
polarities.
the difference.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is this time is for healing, so you won't have to go through that pain again. So it's a different feeling. It's not the same feeling like you think you're going to feel. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It's going to be bad. I ain't going to say it's not.
But it's going to be
Because,
empowering pain.
right, and there you go.
It's going
Because
to
when
come with
you have to
something.
release and
Mm-hmm.
grow, people don't know it's painful. And it is.
Oh yeah.
Because you transitioning and processing it, all that.
Mm-hmm.
What you think how it's gonna feel?
Right. Exactly. I mean, just take. We're untouchable roots, right? Outside the box. So just
Right.
take a seed. Just take a seed. In order for that seed to do anything, it must break.
It
All the
gotta die.
contents, yes, must come out. So it's like we can take a lot of these analogies that we have. We can take, you know, a lot of parables that we can look at and different things. But as we look at agriculture, we see that seed, and it has to die in the ground, meaning that all of its insides come out. So as renewing the mind, we have to take a journey inside. You know,
Right.
we have to
Yeah.
take a journey inside to know, like you said, the melting pot. What is all the ingredients? What are all the things that are already inside the seed? Because just like you and I, everyone has everything they need already within themselves. But they have to go on a journey to discover that, and taking that deep dive within yourself, going in to discover who you are. And when you begin
Yes.
to discover and be able to learn how to observe yourself, to really see that a lot of times we think that we are a certain way, and then we come to the realization that we're not that actually that way. But it takes us to sit with it. You know what I mean? It takes us to really be in
Be aware.
observation. It takes us to
It
come
take
into that awareness.
accountability.
Right.
Right. It
That awareness.
take a support team, because other people, because
Mm-hmm.
you can't see all your shit. You can't
No,
see all the
no.
things that,
Mm-mm.
right. You
No.
know what I'm
No, you,
saying?
you
So
can't.
you have to be around someone, a very supportive, trusted, genuine support team without judgment, because everybody got to go through their own process. So you gotta be able to be confident and be around others as they confident, not to interrupt your own process, but hold space for yourself to do so. So that way you can grow and heal. You get what I'm saying? So that's a process in itself.
Oh, yeah.
All in itself. You get me? So that's a lot of stages and levels. So even though we are sharing all this broad information, it helps you to understand, to breathe, to learn how to enjoy the ride, because it's beautiful.
That's right.
And that's the whole thing. You're going to have a different experience when you intentionally be attentive and intentionally to heal and to start to renew your mind. 'Cause that's where you got to go. In order to heal your heart, it goes hand in hand. You get me? You can't heal this without this. You can't heal this without this. It go hand in hand. So that's a lot of work.
Right.
I mean,
but we have to.
It's
a
we have to
truly know. Yeah, because we have to truly know our mind.
Right. Have to be light as a feather. That take work, right? That's where the work at. While we going to these jobs draining us, we need to be working out, making.
But like you said, it's stages and stages and phases. It is levels to development. It is levels to becoming skillful at something, and we need to learn to be skillful at having having relationships. And that number one relationship is with ourselves. We need
with yourself.
So we've had them. So I want everyone out there that's watching to totally understand that no matter where you at, no matter where you come from in life, you have to earn to have that supportive, support system around you. Because when you get to the point to where you know yourself, then you know who you want to be, and you get to select those. You get to draw them in, because you understand that your mind is much more powerful than people have told you or taught you. It's just like I was watching something the other day, and it just really just let me know the power of the mind. But it begins to have power when you know yourself, and you know that it is not just brain inside your head. When you understand that it is definitely spirit, it is definitely a consciousness that we are talking about, and it's not just everything that pops into your head, every thought, because you can have a thought and come on, you can run a whole strategic plan. Your brain will help you do that. And that's the thing that I was saying in the beginning, is that it's different than understanding the function of the brain, which is programmed to help you do certain things. It's programmed to help you stay away from pain. It's programmed to help you to do whatever you would like to do that keeps you comfortable, which is why we say outside the box. Come outside of your comfort zone. Get outside of that, and remember that you're going to have to be able to get outside of that box, outside of the stinking thinking that we was taught, how we were just, you can do this and do that, or you can't do this. And we're the thought that I was going to tell you, what I was watching the other day, was it was a really understanding superpower, understanding where we keep saying, you got this superpower, you got to have this miracle. And I just wanted to bring it up to you tonight to say, why, has anyone just sat and thought and contemplated about it? Like, why is it now called a superpower? Why is it now called a miracle? Why is it now called all these things, when once upon a time it was just a way of being?
Come on now.
What happened?
But that's the hiccup, that they said that these were the miracle things, that you don't think that because you haven't seen it, because we've been disconnected from ourselves. So that's the reason why we haven't seen it. But our ancestors it was a way of, like you said, a way of living. And now it's a miracle. But if you actually continue on intentionally, it becomes a lifestyle. So you don't get so hiccup about miracle things of whatever,
being a superhero, or superwoman.
I went in a beauty supply store. I went in the beauty supply store, and I was like, okay then. Always get bliss. Always bliss all the time. So I'm going in there to go get my lashes, and then so she can put them on. So as I walked down the door, it was sitting right there, brand new bill, $10 bill. Say, here you go. You don't even have to pay for it. We paying for it for you. I just picked it up. We got the lashes. Use that $10 to do that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's something is natural for me, though. You know what I'm saying? That right there is things that that's supposed to happen for us. No matter what. These are the things that's supposed to happen. That you create for yourself and set up for your own self because of who you are. You are that powerful being. And no matter what galactic planet or cosmic planet you came from, you still are powerful. We still are powerful beings.
So with you describing that in your story, that you said, okay, you this is your blessing. So what is your principle in saying, for you observing and saying that this is what happened is a blessing? Why is it the blessing? What can you explain, elaborate on that as to the $10 that you were blessed to get? What is it? What is
a blessing to me? Is beyond just the $10. You get, so
that's what I'm asking you to explain.
Yeah, the blessing for me is that you don't even have to go in your pocket. You get what I'm saying? I it's like I didn't already did certain things. Soon as I saw it, I knew, because when you got to be aware of what your day have been, what your life and steps have been. Anything could have happened during out that day. Somebody could have said something, or somebody could have done something. Whatever the case may be, it could be anything that happened. I'm just throwing it out there just to let you know that it's a possibilities of anything. And that right there, you would know why that happened within yourself. For me, that's a blessing. It's not the money. It's because of what happened during the day that happened. They say, hey, I got you. You get me? Because your spiritual team, your ancestors, they there to let you know those things. They keep on going. That right there is a blessing. That right there to let me know that, okay, your finances is in order, because it all depends on what that's for. You get me? So the blessing is, for me, for instance, I'm learning how to manage my money. You get what I'm saying? I'm learning how to manage and invest in everything. So when I saw that, I knew that that was a blessing to let me know that I'm on track. And the blessing was that to let me know, to encourage me to continue to keep doing what I'm doing.
All right. That's what I'm saying. Okay. All right.
You get what I'm saying? That right there.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
I had to
I just
use
want
me
you to make
because
it plain, because
I can't use somebody else, so I have to use me.
Oh, I don't want you to use nobody else.
Yeah,
we talking to the people out there, so I just wanted them to understand.
That right there for me that's what's a blessing for me because of that.
Yeah, I wanted the people out there to understand what that was, so that they were not just looking at the monetary value of what you said.
Right, exactly. I got you. Not looking at just what the dollar bill is, because I'm over here working and doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And they like, oh, come on, you already know. Because you know I need these lashes for tonight. It's me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Because now everybody know why I wear the lashes is because the glasses, it got the glare. Y'all have to know I'm partially blind, and it ain't working. So these work just fine. I can see the glare don't come off. I can see just great. See that right there. That right there. So it messes my vision up. I can't see nothing. So with this, it actually blocks that off. And I look fucking gorgeous, so I'm grateful for it.
Right.
So that's all.
And I just wanted them to really get it. you know, for them to be able to see that it's not the monetary thing, but it is what you are intentionally magnetizing to yourself.
Yes.
Because the scientific thing behind it is that money is a magnet, and it has a magnetic strip on it, and the things that you're doing intentionally, as you were speaking about, you're drawing it and pulling it into yourself.
Right.
So it's
Flowing.
truly
You know,
understanding
right.
the
The flow,
whole.
the currency got
Right.
to flow. Right.
Right. And totally that you know that you know who you are. What's the word I'm looking for? Um, um, I can't think of the word at this moment, but it's all good. It's all good. Oh, you are the alchemist is what I was looking for, the word I
Oh
was
yeah.
looking for.
The
For your
alchemy.
own alchemy for
Yeah.
yourself as you're drawing it in. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
So yeah.
Thank you. Yes, that's it. We all are. I used to want to be a scientist. You know what I'm saying? Now I understand why. Because I'm an alchemist. So you got to know that you are already your own scientist and alchemy within inside yourself. You know, when you start learning who you are and what's within inside. So,
Yeah.
you know, so it started learning the body. Everybody don't want to learn the body though.
But that's important to renewing the mind.
It is.
It's very important. It's very
It's very
vital.
important just to bring up the insight. Where do I start? Your body.
Yeah.
If
Yes.
you
It's
really
very
need
vital.
a place where you need to start, you need to start learning your body.
Yeah.
That means you need to know what the brain is, what the mind. You need to go and know the whole parts of all that in your body, in your organs, and what that is. And then you need to know how it's attached spiritually and how diseases and pain and all that. You see all that? So that way you'll know how to release it. Start there. That's, to me, we didn't know that at first. You know what I'm saying? We had to learn that. So that right there is a nugget for anyone who wants to start. But let me tell you, you have to have an open mind. So the first thing you have to do is release all the shit that you think that is supposed to be. You need to release that. That's the thing you have to release. To have an open mind, because you might think that what that thing is, and that's how, no, you have no clue. So to have an open mind is almost staying neutral, and that's the process in itself to stay neutral.
Because that neutral doesn't mean that you don't know anything. That neutral is still knowing that you can be able to take both sides of something, the polarities, you know, on any scale, and you are able to stay centered in that and be able to, you know, stay focused
and learn
centered on that.
Learn the natural laws, because that's very important along with your body. When you learn the natural laws and this concept, you that had quantum leap so much, like what, bypass a whole lot of stuff that really that is good to know, but technically didn't really need to know. At, you know what I'm just saying? That damn, if I would just got to myself and quantum leap all that, be like, what would it save a lot of time with just learning my own self?
Yeah, it takes investments to quantum leap.
It
does. Investment is in yourself.
It does. But you can, when you make a decision and you intentionally do that, watch what happens for yourself. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. It doesn't matter what your situation is. It doesn't matter what's going on.
Because the universe is already prepared. We are in the age of Aquarius. We are in the age of knowing. It is being poured out. So people are coming to that awareness that, hey, something's got something going on here. I need to get within myself. I need to do this. I need to do that. People are feeling it all over. They're feeling the frequency. They're feeling it from the earth in which we walk upon. We're feeling it from the inside of it that, hey, something is birthing. That same thing that's happening on the outside is happening on the inside of us. And we have to begin to renew with it. As this earth is being renewed, we are being renewed, and we have opportunity. So in order for you to quantum leap, which means that you're taking a step where you're moving forward, but you've invested within yourself to get the knowledge, to know yourself and how you work and what it takes for you to creatively be moved. So you have to put yourself in that position to be able to take that quantum leap. So you have to have done the work, invested in yourself to be prepared to make that leap.
That's right.
You know.
You hear that though? It takes you to invest in yourself. You cannot free your way in.
Ain't no free.
You can't free your way in. You got that. You got to sow a seed. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Why you think we always sowing seeds? You get me?
Yeah.
Always sowing seed because it's going always because we gonna invest in ourselves. I don't care what you tell me.
Oh yes.
You know
yes,
what I'm saying? I don't care.
Yes.
I done did this. I done did over 20 years.
It's like think it is. If you haven't invested in yourself, if you haven't invested in any craft that you are, interested in, or, feel is your calling, your gifts, whatever you would like to call it, your passion, whatever, if you have not taken the time to invest within yourself, how do you expect to receive a return on anything that you've done? So it's like, if you ain't showing up for yourself, who else do you expect to show up for you?
If you don't sow a seed, how the hell is gonna grow? Come back to you.
Yeah.
You
So
gotta sow a seed.
Yes. You have to go within. You have to see what it is that is within you. And that's why self-discovery, self-awareness, taking the time to figure out which ways build up your energy to help propel you to what it is that you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Nobody can tell you that. We have beautiful, wonderful people that are placed around us in our sphere of influence to be able to help us, but we have to be able to acknowledge that and be aware of what it is. And a lot of times, the lessons that we get, it's more about the experience in it, because we're getting taught something that, and not all the time, like we said, we talked about focus and distraction. It's not always coming in a way that's easy. That's just, hey, why can't the door be open? Why can't it just be, wonderful? Why can't we just, why? Because you have to become aware that, hey, am I in line with how all this is going, or am I over here? You have to know where you are, where where you fit in the spectrum. There's so many things going on, and like she said, it's not about where you come from. That does play a key part in it, but it's about you knowing who you are. I need to know who I am.
If you don't know, it's still okay.
It sure is. It sure is. Start discovering.
Right. It's okay that you don't know. It's just aware that you don't know. Because a lot of people don't even know that they don't know. You get what I'm saying? They're not even aware that they need to know something. If that makes sense. But, so
we're welcoming and thank you everybody that's on the show, and those that will watch the replay. Renewing your mind. It starts with you, and it's a big, like I said, it's a I don't want to say big, small, or whatever, but it is a process. And I've always had to say, you go as fast or slow as you want to go, because if you know the key things that you need to do, because it's not just about reading books, it's about reading key books. It's not about knowing everything. It's about knowing the things that pertain to you and your gifts and your capabilities, so that, we get away from this thing of just thinking that everything just is, this superpower. We keep hearing superpower, elevate, degrees, we climb up these mountains, but you got to know what these all are, coded language, what it actually means within yourself, elevating up your own spine, elevating, and resting and taking a seat in your own degrees that you have gathered within yourself to know you. You need a degree within you. You need a degree within how you do your own body.
Trust your process, no matter what your process is.
No matter what it
is. Because ain't nobody help you to break cycles, because that's what those are. You are breaking cycles inside yourself and healing the DNA as well. So you got to know that. You know what I'm saying? We all are breaking cycles, breaking free, breaking bondage, doing all of those things. And only you would know what you have to go through and what it takes to do that. Sometimes it look ugly, sometimes it won't, sometimes it's questionable, but it's all during that process, and they are lessons for you to learn that no one else can give you. That's the reason why you be attentive and aware of you. You know what
You got to look at
I'm
all
saying?
your
And that's
relationships.
it. Just trust the process, no matter, because even though it look like it might be a mistake, it's not.
No.
It's for your own goddamn good.
Every relationship and every interaction that you have in life and in your day-to-day life is important, and we need to pay attention. We need to pay attention. We need to see the things, for what they are. We need to get on the ball about not just thinking things are coincidental, because they're not. They're happening for a reason. And you got to get out of the mindset of thinking that they're going to come the way you want them to come, and start beginning to sit down with yourself. We've talked about this for, investing in yourself, spending time with yourself. Now we're talking about renewing your mind. So whether that's you focusing on this, or recognizing a distraction, and is that distraction for you, or against you? What is it for? What is this about? What is it?
Because some distractions are good for you, that you might need to get distracted.
Yes, you do, because you could be focusing on the wrong thing. Yeah, you could have been focused. Exactly. Somebody could say something, and somebody could easily, just hurt your feelings. But you got to sit back and be able to sit with it and say, well, wait a minute. It really did hurt my feelings, but you know what? It was the truth. And we constantly hear the saying, the truth hurts. But we have to be open-hearted, open-minded to accept that, hey, man, and that's why we in turn have to learn to be able to be raw and tell the truth and be authentic, but do it in a way with compassion. Because things, that happen, it may cause a rift. You may turn your back on somebody, or you may lose this, you may do that. All things can all happen. But you got to know that everything is for your greatest and highest good. You got to be able to accept that, however it comes to you. It's not about all feeling good. It's about how are we going to address the blockages and change the things and come to the realization
how you
that there's
used
so
to
many
do things, or
illusions.
thinking things, or how your thoughts and where those thoughts actually go. Remember, she asked the question. She asked me, where are those thoughts coming from? Do you know where those thoughts coming from? Mm-hmm. And determine those damn thoughts and why you feel the way you feel. Then how you know that's you? Mm-hmm.
How do you
don't even know yourself? So how?
Yeah, that's right.
Because of so and so.
That's right.
You don't even know. Yeah. It could be your ancestor. You got ways of your ancestors, you don't even know it. Right. You could be walking around here and don't even know it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And none of your family would know. How do you know that? You have no idea what until you actually start and learn.
That's right. Gotta know what's deep in your subconscious that had to take you being hurt to get uprooted. But in order for you to uproot anything, you have to be made aware of it. And if you didn't know it was there, because I just want to talk about this because we're at 6:48. We got to reveal our winner. Yay!
We got the giveaway tonight.
So that's the giveaway. So no matter where you are, there are things that there are still trying times that are going on, but these trying times don't have to relate to suffering, and in a way that there's things that we can go through and understand that it's happening, but it's not happening to us, it's happening for us to move us to a different space. So I just wanted to say about renewing the mind. We have to begin to look at things differently. We have to be able to see through this glass clearly and stop looking through it dimly, that everything is happening to us. There's things that are happening to move us from where we are. There are things that are making us aware of what stresses that we have in our life, and things that we need to deal with. And they're coming up front, close and personal. but we have to learn to see those things, because it's hard when we've been oppressed, we've had to repress things because we got to go to work all the time, or we got to do this all the time, or we can't even got time to think about this, or we got so much to do. People telling you, oh, you can't do this and that all at one time. I want to tell you, you can do whatever the hell you want to do when you put your mind to it. Okay, and that's how powerful the mind is. And don't think that that you can't, because when you take time and you meditate, you will be able to see just how multifaceted you can do. But you got to take the time to invest. So whoever out there is going through pain, who is stressing, and whoever is just just like, man, I'm at the point, I just don't have time. I don't have to do this. Take the opportunities that you get. I don't care if it's in the shower, on the toilet, on your ride, on the bus ride, wherever it is. Take your moments and just continue to do that, to begin to renew your mind in the best way that you can. And just understand that you are able to take those times, and as you make those times 5, 10, 15 minutes, it will begin to grow, because that is your seed of you spending time knowing that you are important, you loving yourself, taking care of yourself, doing what you need to do for you, putting yourself first priority, begins to open up and make more time for the things that you want, because then you be able to create a whole nother mind frame, another mindset, that you are focusing and intentionally being attentive to you, renewing your mind, and those things will begin to open up. But it has to start with you knowing that, hey, I can't put that oxygen on someone else. I can't fix someone else over here. I got to start with me. So that's so
Focus
renewing your
on
mind,
you and take the time to do that without taking everybody with you, thinking that you got to take everybody with you.
Yes.
That's
We have to learn.
You go first.
Right. Oh yeah, you got to go first. You got to go first because that emotions are heavy. When we have to constantly think on something, those thoughts get real heavy, and we begin to react rather than to respond. And then we want to say, oh, it's because of this, my behavior. No, nobody has to accept that. We got to learn to have some emotional intelligence. We got to be able to think with intelligence, to start to master our thought process and be strategic about the things that we do. And as we are continuing to elevate, continue to move up, and continue to strengthen ourselves and get to where we need to be, because we are our ancestors right here.
I say
we're right here. We're
right
doing
here.
what we need to do, but we still have help from the resources that we have around us, and we have to utilize all that, because it's going to take all of that to propel us and to push us to where we need to be as we renew our mind and we move forward for what's ahead of us.
One more thing. Remember, it's your thoughts, but it's also the words that you speak to yourself and what you say to others. It doesn't matter. What come out of your mouth does matter. How it comes out, it does matter. What intentions behind it, motives behind it, it does matter. Not to say that you're not going to say things but you will learn, because it will come back on you, no matter what. So you gotta be careful be aware and be careful of what you speak, because you can kill a thing and even speak against someone else.
Yes.
It does matter. It really, truly does. No matter what. But no matter what, you're supposed to know that you are always covered and protected at the same time. But it's here. It ain't just here. You get me? It's also here. Because you can continue to speak, can actually over trump this and release things if you really intentionally in your heart knowing, we're not having it. You get me? So just to say, that's just an encouraging about what you speak does matter.
It does. And encourage yourself.
That one,
not just everybody else, encourage yourself. So
right,
yeah,
you encourage yourself and motivate yourself and push yourself in. You do all those things because if we want others to do that for us, and we do. But the most important thing is we doing it for ourselves. Then you don't have to feel disappointments. You don't have to feel certain things that you're gonna go through when you actually want to put expectations on people outside of yourself. You do it for you because it's for you. If no one says nothing, baby, I could be a chili all by my damn self for me. That's the thing. And everybody else will too. And if nobody does, it doesn't matter if they do or they don't, long as you do. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Starts with you.
Yep.
So thank you. Okay, we got part 1. We don't know how many parts of this series, but we'll let you know as we go.
Yes.
That's how
yes,
we do it over here. We know when it's time to quit.
Series. Damn,
You know
I forgot about this. It's a series.
We'll be back next month with Renewing the Mind, and we'll be talking about something more in depth. And thank you all for tuning in. Have any questions, put them on there. We'll watch it and get back with you. We have 2.
Okay.
We have 2 people that
y'all ready?
On our wheel. So I guess nobody else wanted to get paid. It's all good then, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody still gonna be the winner. We are grateful for
I know I shared. Come on, man. Y'all didn't even know. People was like, oh, okay then. Don't worry about it when we start. Well, you know what? At least we got 2.
We'll have another one at another time.
Another
season, another opportunity.
I know, right? It's all good.
So we have 2 people on our wheel. Let me bring it down here. So I'm going to go ahead and push the button, and we are going to spin to see who our winner will be for our $50 drawing.
Come on now.
And our winner is Sunny.
Yay! Sunny! Yay! Sunny! Yay! Sunny!
Yes. Yes, thank you. No, I was just saying thank you. She entered and just say, Sunny, Sony.
Yes. But we call it's Sony. We call her Sunny though. And so, it's Sony.
And she is a ray of sunshine like this shirt.
What you said. Okay. Most definitely.
Congratulations, Sony, you won.
Yes. And so give us 7 days. We'll send your email of what you have, the requirements we need from you for the posting. Yes. So you will be seeing 7 days later next Wednesday. Okay, sis? Yay! 7 days, but we will email you what we need from you as well. Okay?
All right.
Yes. Oh my God, our first winner of the new year.
2024 international.
That's what I'm saying out here in Mexico. We're in the Yucatan.
You know?
Yes.
An international
I can't wait for that flyer right there, brother. I can't wait for that one. Yes. International winner. Thank you so much. We thank you guys for supporting us, following us, joining us. And guess what? Y'all never know what we gonna give next. Just saying. It ain't just monetary either. You get me? So it ain't gonna just be money next time. So y'all stay tuned, and we appreciate you guys. And y'all continue to hold space for us as we hold space for you guys. And we love you guys, and love and wholeness.
Love and wholeness. Have a great evening.
Yeah.